And as you've noticed, I have been absent here. I've been up north working on some events for the upcoming Northern Tour. It's great to be back here at PWI, though. And I'd like to catch up a little bit with the title tournament that we're in progress with right now. We're at round 2, and this match that you will see next will be part of that tournament, featuring Indiana's own Cousin Bubba up against the self-proclaimed man of twisted steel and sex appeal, the Heartthrob. Let's take a look at these two men in action.
Opponent from Fairmount, Indiana,
the big guy,
386 pounds, Cousin Bubba.
The big guy, your friend and colleague, Dallas, your wrestling compadre.
We used to be friends many years ago. You know, that first matchup didn't last too long. T-Rex and Lightning Rod really took it to him. But this one, this is going to be interesting. Second round of the TV tournament. I haven't even had the first round matchup yet.
Dallas,
they're not going in any order. I guess they're going by who's there, and they're scheduling this thing, and then when they get to the semifinals, it'll take place all in one night. And I think that's going to be sometime in August.
The one thing about this TV tournament, you're just not aware of what's, you know, when it's going to be your turn.
Well, they're trying to make it fair where you can't really, because a lot of us, I do it, and I know TJ does it. I've got Austin do a little bit. I'm sure that Heartthrob probably does it. Bubba doesn't own a VCR. Probably wouldn't know how to work it. We study tape, so there's no way you can really prepare, because when you come to the arena, they tell you, hey, you're in this match with this guy. They know they're going to be here, and they're trying to make the best wrestler win. But I tell you what, the Heartthrob is going to have a hard time doing anything with that big farmer.
And there he is, the man from Fairmont, Indiana.
You got to hand it to Bubba.
Cousin Bubba.
You got to say one thing for him, and I'll have to agree with this, and Miss L.A. said this. Isn't it nice to see her back?
Yeah, well, I know we've gotten some calls here from the fans out there watching.
All male fans, wasn't it?
Well,
we're not talking postal.
Got it there, and there, the big guy, the Cousin Bubba.
Bubba, as I started to say,
Heartthrob outside the ring.
One thing you got to say about Bubba, he enjoys his work. I mean, the guy's out there smiling, having a good time with the people. I never could do that.
He loves the fans.
Even when I was a big crowd favorite and one of the most loved wrestlers, and I'm not about to say that I am now, even though most of the simpletons are rooting for me and Austin at this time.
Better watch yourself, Dallas.
I just couldn't. Well, wait a minute, we may have to talk about that after a while. I just couldn't associate that much with the fans like he's doing right there, because I have to concentrate on business. I'm not 400 pounds like he is. I'm not built like Lightning Rod, and I have to be mentally prepared.
Well, we may have to talk about that later on too, Dallas. But right there you saw the power of the big guy, Cousin Bubba. Again, flinging the Heartthrob outside the ring here, and
Heartthrob's got to work on the lower body of Bubba, get him off his feet, and as the great Bruno Sammartino said one time, and I've heard a lot of them say this, once you get him on the mat, you're about equal, 18 inches. When you're laying down, now what is he picking up?
I was just kind of toying with the Heartthrob there. The Heartthrob.
Look at that ham hock, he says.
Yeah, kind of backs up and getting a second opinion on that situation there. Oh yeah, and the Heartthrob.
Let's use our head here in this match.
About to show us a.
I've felt this many times.
Yeah, Cousin Bubba slamming the Heartthrob again to the canvas, and again we see.
I've noticed one thing. Heartthrob's trying to break up the big mo, as they say, momentum. He's not going to let him put together a bunch of moves. He's not going to let him really get going, and maybe that's smart. Maybe that's what Big Daddy, I think it's called, what was his name? Fats? Minnesota, that's him.
Yeah, Minnesota.
I think that's what Minnesota's taught him there. You know, when you get in trouble, exit the ring, work on the mind. We saw TJ do that to Lightning Rod a few weeks ago.
Well, we've also seen Big Daddy step in there and give the shaft to a few wrestlers in PWI.
And speaking of TJ, you know what's next. Our next match is Fire and Ice, going to be defending those tag team titles against TJ, and we have no earthly idea who he may bring out. Will it be Walker? Will it be Dice Man? Will it be someone new? Because he signed this contract by himself. Fire and Ice was stupid, and I have to say this, stupid enough. He's not going to win a pose down either with Bubba. I don't know. Maybe neither one of them would win. Maybe the referee would win that one. Oh, I know this trick,
Cousin
too.
Bubba trying to set him up here in a test of strength here.
The Fire and Ice was silly enough to sign this contract, kind of open contract against TJ and whomever.
They didn't have to.
And they didn't have to.
They didn't have to
They're
sign.
not the #1 contenders, but they earned the title shot, Fire and Ice.
That's right. It'd be then the judgment of the referee, and you know, you can't afford to spend too much time on the outside, on the defensive or on the neutral side.
That's why I got to think someone with a lot of offense that's quick, that's gets off quick, is going to be, you know, tough to beat. And I'll even admit, that's not really my style. I'm more of a defensive wrestler than an offensive wrestler. Someone like TJ Powers is offensive. Now, as far as I know, he's not in the TV tournament because he's looking after the tag team or trying to get the tag team championship. Eric Freedom, very explosive wrestler. He's one you'd have to watch out for.
That man is quick, has the quickness, has the agility and the ability, and can mix it up in the middle of the ring with any wrestler.
You know, Bounty Hunter's not real offensive minded at times. He's kind of defensive, so it'll be really interesting to see exactly who would be favored from this standpoint. Of course, I don't know if really how Austin works singles too much. Lightning Rod is in the TV tournament. There's another man that's explosive, so he'd have to be a favorite. So right now you got to look at I would say Lightning Rod, Eric. Of course, you got to look at Bubba because of his size, and then of course I got to pick myself.
Well, and what about the man from Bad Street?
Well, you know, he's one of these that's not really that offensive minded. He just he's utensil minded.
Well, I think most of the fans here in PWI understand what you're referring to,
I think
Dallas.
he's got stock in Ace Hardware.
Yeah, I think the fans caught it last week when they saw that replay. But right now,
Bubba's finally took enough of this. He's just got to be careful that there's not a double count out, because if there is, neither one of them goes anywhere.
And he better look out now. He's lost the vision and a chair across the back. The hot top taking the chair across the back.
As he slides in the ring.
Moves back into the ring, and what is Big Daddy doing on the outside?
And I heard a bell.
The winner, the Heartthrob.
And the Heartthrob having his hand raised in victory as he's displaying the old canvas back.
Exactly. Get in there and wrestle. And I think Bubba's going to end this match. He doesn't care now.
I don't think you're going to find the Throb in there at this point.
But he went
as
outside.
The Big Daddy makes his way around.
As soon as he got outside on him, poked him in the eye, slowed him down, hit him with a chair, and rolled in. Now that's quite a strategy. So there's another man you got to look out for. He's beating T-Rex and he's beating Bubba, two big men. So he's got to be potentially a favorite now to win this TV title. Your winner, and moving on here in the PWI TV tournament, the Heartthrob, with the assistance of Minnesota.